Hi, everybody, and welcome to Devotions. Today is the beginning of a new week. I hope it'll be a good one for you. I want to ask you a question this morning is what is the difference between this and this? What is this? This is a dahlia bulb. The difference I'm thinking about is if you plant this golf ball, you won't get a whole lot of new golf balls because there's no life in a golf ball. But if you plant this messy old dahlia bulb in the ground at springtime, then it will produce dahlia flowers. And then at the end of summer, you can take it out again and you can plant it once more. It'll produce more flowers because this is life producing. Jesus put it another way. One day he met a woman at a well who was fetching water in Samaria. And he said to her these words. He says, anyone who drinks the water from this well will soon become thirsty again. But those who drink the water that I give will never be thirsty again. So Jesus is talking about two different kinds of water here. And the one is life-giving, and the one doesn't sustain you for very long. And the reason some people's lives are not fulfilling, and sometimes there's a feeling of desperation and emptiness in them, is because they're planting golf balls and they're drinking from the wrong water. Because you can plant the seed of, for example, popularity and achievement, but it's not enough. I remember Snowy Suter, a famous rugby player in South Africa, giving his testimony once, saying that he had done so well in rugby and he had done so well in business after he finished playing, and but yet he got into his office one morning and there was just this incredible sense of emptiness because he'd planted golf balls. One night he came home and he looked at his Merc in the garage and all the tires were shredded, and he didn't know why. Because he had so much to drink that he couldn't remember how he'd shredded all his tires. So he went to one of our ministers, the Reverend Felix Duplessis, who's no longer with us, sadly, but he was a friend of his, and he spoke to him about his emptiness. And Felix was able to lead him to Christ. And Snowy Suter's whole life turned around because he had discovered the living water. And so when it comes to these seeds of life that we can plant into our lives, what are they? Well, Paul said the greatest three things that there are and that last forever are faith, hope, and love. Faith in God and what he has done for us in Jesus. Because through what Jesus did for us on the cross and by his resurrection, we are made right with God. We are brought into a living and life-giving relationship with our Heavenly Father who loves us beyond our understanding. And then from that comes hope, so that in every circumstance of life, no matter how difficult it may be, there is always hope with Jesus. There will always be a way, even when there seems to be no way. And last of all, of course, love. Because unless it all ends in a life of love and service to those in need, to those in our families, to make a difference to people's lives in our communities, it's not really a genuine change. And so I would encourage you as you go out into this week to plant the seeds or the bulbs that give life. Drink the water, which means that you won't be thirsty again, and to know the living Jesus as your life giver, bringing you fulfillment and purpose. May God bless you as you go into these days ahead. Bye for now.